All right, everybody. Thanks for being here. Dice trays up, character sheets in hand, and let's jump into tonight's session of Call the Netherdeep, Critical Role on Syker's Tales. Here we go. All right. Our party has encountered the Jewel of Three Prayers and been granted a vision of the creature known as Alyxian. And it was the bidding of this being that your party come to rescue him. And so, leaving the village of Jigao under the auspices of Elder Ushru, you and your rival party have begun making their way south along the Emerald Loop to make their way to the village of Bazzoxan. And in order to determine more about the Jewel of Three Prayers and to understand exactly what this vision is that you've encountered. But so far, your road along the Emerald Loop has been fraught with danger. And so now, it is time for you guys to jump into tonight's session of Critical Role, Call the Netherdeep. Okay. So I've just given you guys a handout of the Xhorhas map once again. And if you guys will recall, you are, as mentioned, you are following the Emerald Loop. We're in the sort of like barren wastelands south of Jigao, where the continent of Xhorhas is like, a very sort of like blighted place. So as I kick it back over to the barren wastes situation, I should also point out that you guys have also made a sort of alliance with your rivals from Jigao. Aojabe, Galsariad, Dermot, and Maggie have kind of like decided to kind of follow along with you guys for unknown purposes. But according to Aojabe, it's because she senses that there is something unique about the Jewel of Three Prayers, and she believes that you guys are going to lead her and her party. With the two parties teaming up, she believes that she herself can end up in Destiny's path alongside the rest of you, and she is not one to passive adventure. During our last session, you guys had battled a couple of encounters, dealing with some roadside raiders that tried to attack you guys on horseback, but along with the rivals at your side, you were easily able to overcome them. And then after that, you guys had rescued a tiefling scout by the name of Justice on the back of a moorbounder, who was being attacked by two wild moorbounders, bristled ones, who were attempting to tear the moorbounder rider apart. But Justice did mention to you guys that he is a scout for a caravan, after you rescued him, heading towards the Emerald Loop caravan stop. He decides not to come with you, but he did promise to give you guys a reward once you reach the caravan stop. And so, after that encounter finishes out, you guys are able to manage to get a long rest in. Now that we are able to get a long rest in, I should point out once again that it is a long road to get to the Emerald stop. Your entire journey from Jigao to Bazzoxan is going to take about 12 days. And all of the things that you're going to encounter along the way are going to be in service of that very long trip. Just kind of get across that the Badlands of Xhorhas are a pretty inhospitable place and a pretty savage and dangerous place to be. And of course, traveling in numbers has helped you guys significantly. But as another long rest goes by and you guys are able to get yourselves regenerated, so go ahead and do the long rest things, and then we'll carry on with our adventure. While that's going on, you guys are following the trail of the Emerald Loop, so let me drop you guys over onto the Xhorhas Overland map. So it's been about, shall we say, it's maybe been about 4 days since you guys left Jigao, and you've dealt with these situations along the Emerald Loop itself, and you've also gotten to know that your rivals as well. So during the trip, Rook and Dermot have been discussing about the aspects of their respective faiths. Dermot going on and on about his journey, and you're learning a lot about each other. Venn, Ao, the leader of the rivals group, seems to have taken a shine to you, and you guys have spent a little bit of time just discussing, stories that, she's heard, and you're picking up a wealth of information from her about how much she loves, a great story, and how much she wants to be part of a great story. Kitty and Maggie have struck up a friendship. Maggie appreciating the childlike nature of Kitty, and also, really just appreciating another strong individual with many multitudes of layers, much like herself. And Galsariad has taken, shall we say, I don't know if a shine is the right term, but seems to enjoy barbing with Magnus on multiple occasions, because both of them are possessed of keen intellects. And so Galsariad is taking, so you and Galsariad are likely trading magical theory. Every now and again he will tease you with a riddle, but for the most part, though Galsariad is somewhat being antagonistic, that kind of guy that I'm talking about, Magnus. It's it's just I'm gonna pick on you, but it's I respect you too, because you're clearly a smart guy like me. And that's what you're starting to gather, is that's what Galsariad respects, is intellect.
Gotcha.
And so with that, I'm going to ask you guys one by one to kind of give me your thoughts on the rivals up to this point. And so, Kitty, I'm going to start with you. How are you feeling about Maggie at this point? And we'll count this as introspection for the moment, and there'll be some inspiration involved with these. So, Kitty, take it away.
I think Kitty is just super happy to meet more people. Maggie is her favorite of the new people she's met, just because they're both very artsy kind of people who are happy to be in a group, and have dealt with kind of similar judgments of being frightening. And so, but she just wants to get along with everybody. That's her thing. And what she did is Maggie tried to teach her about poetry. And Kitty can only go so far with understanding poetry, if that makes any sense. So together she got out her art supplies and she wrote poems for everyone in her original party. So she gives the first one to Venn, and it's those kids' poems where the letters are along the side. It's just the word Venn, and it's just very elegant, nice. But it's painted really pretty.
Oh, that's cute.
And then Rook is Raven Queen, okay. And Magnus is magic, artifacts, nice guy, genius, nice, unity, secret.
Cute.
And she's very proud of it, and Maggie's very supportive of it, even though it is what it is.
Mm-hmm. Okay. For that, go ahead and take inspiration, Kitty. Well done. Venn, as I mentioned, Ao's taken a shine to you. The Genasi Ranger you've traded. She's been very kind of curious about some of the stories that you guys have had, and how your team sort of came together and that sort of thing. So, Venn, what's your impressions of Ao?
So Venn is having a good time with Ao. Just having kind of another, I guess, headstrong companion along. She believes that Ao has a destiny for herself, and whether or not it's intertwined with their own destiny, Venn thinks that Ao has a lot of potential, and she wants Ao to achieve her full potential, I guess I should say. So Venn very much wants the best for Ao and her group, and she very much wants to remain friends with them. She doesn't want their competitive nature to she doesn't want their competitive nature to turn the friendship into anything negative. She doesn't mind a little friendly competition, but she wants to remain friends with Ao and keep them as allies rather than competitors or enemies. And so she's been appreciating the help that they've been able to give to each other so far.
Okay. All right, fair enough. In that case, Venn, go ahead and take inspiration. Hold on. Rook, in your conversations with Dermot, you've discovered this goblin is well, honestly, if there was a word to apply to him, it would be completely like low self-esteem would be probably the thing. But in the midst of all that, he's also like fiercely protective of like the friends that he has, his adventuring companions as well. Um, Dermot, but Dermot is, while his faith in the faith in the Luxon, his faith are powerful. He has no faith in himself, and his a confidence crisis really. And it's kind of tough. He's a goblin. He's kind of short. He's not bold like Ao. He's not brilliant like Gassariad. He's not super strong like Maggie. He's kind of there. Back to you though, Rook. How do you feel about Dermot?
I mean, Rook really likes Dermot, but he is worried for him. With that lack of self-confidence and what seems like a lack of experience, he just doesn't want Dermot to get hurt. And obviously he seems pretty strong and fiercely protective of his friends, but sometimes going on adventures and seeing things can change a person pretty drastically.
Mm-hmm.
And so he wants to help Dermot kind of gain more confidence in himself without anything really bad happening.
Okay. And so with that, you're trying to, I mean, there's a bit of like, self-esteem issues are like, could be a thing for like, quite a few people actually.
Mm-hmm.
Does Rook suffer from that at all? Does he?
No, he's incredibly confident in himself.
Okay. All right, so you two make an interesting sort of dichotomy where it's like, like Dermot's like kind of wide-eyed and just like going, oh, and then what happened? That sort of thing. And he's very like focused on wanting to, learn from you for the most part. And maybe he's like starting to see you as like an example, perhaps, like something he could aspire to be as a man of faith himself. But all the same, Rook, go ahead and take inspiration. Hold on.
Are you converting him, Rook?
Maybe.
Magnus. Galsariad, as I mentioned, is mostly for the most part the kind of vibe that you get from Galsariad really is like he's actually the opposite of Dermot. He not only believes fiercely in his own capabilities, he's also somebody that is, is disdainful of other people's lack of capabilities. But not into the point where he would like ever say so. He does kind of act like he's above most people, but his intelligence might actually put him there. It's like it's not, I'm trying to say it's not braggadociousness if you can back it up, and Galsariad can truly back it up. He's I don't know if he maybe would remind you of somebody from your past life or anything like that, but he's clearly like self-assured of his own importance. And again, it's not ego if you can back it up. But let's see about your opinion of Galsariad. Go ahead.
I think Magnus sees that, and just with his experience and with his past and everything, he pokes holes a lot of times through that, mostly in playful ways, and hopefully to have him actually be a little bit more humble about it. But it happens in reverse too sometimes, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, mostly that's where like the jabs that happen between us are like that,
Mm-hmm.
So we kind of mirror certain things in different ways.
That's true. Yeah, probably different sides of the same intellectual coin. You're battle hardened, and a big difference between the two of you is that you have real world experience, but Galsariad is mostly book learning, and that might come to bite him at some point. But if Galsariad has a plus to him, it's the fact that he is so thirsty for knowledge. Like that's like his biggest benefit is like he will find magical secrets wherever he can get a hold of them, and that's that can be either a benefit or a detriment. But all the same, Magnus, go and take inspiration.
Okay.
On the morning of the fourth day, I need everybody to make a perception roll, please. High roll gets it. Magnus. Okay. As you guys are walking along the... Oh, hold on. Oh, Kitty's rolling twice. Okay, that's what happened. So, Magnus and Rook, you guys see it at the same time, and those were 18s for the both of you. So, on 18, both of you spy something in the sky. Okay? And on the ground at the same time. On the ground, you guys see what appears to be a herd of mammoths moving slowly across the waste, minding their own business. Up in the sky, however, is an oversized kind of creature that I would... like a sort of winged creature resembling a wyvern of twisting shadows with glowing eyes and dagger-like teeth. The creature seems to be periodically like swooping down and harassing the harassing the mammoths, right? And then it'll swoop back up and try and harass the mammoths again, but you can kind of see the Gloomstalker's not getting anywhere, which is what this is. So I will give you guys a quick handout so you can kind of see what it is we're dealing with.
All right. Oh boy.
What would you guys like to do about this, if anything?
Are they coming right toward us?
No, the Gloomstalker. This is about. This is several hundred feet away. You guys are kind of just seeing this, kind of. Not really necessarily on the horizon, but it is fairly close.
Okay. I'll point it out to everybody. Hey, you guys see that over there?
Fascinating. And Venn will kind of stop and turn to watch.
Yeah, very majestic. We gonna do anything about that? Really none of our business, right?
Ayo, do you know what that thing is? And she'll point at the Gloomstalker.
Sure do, but it's looks like it's coming right for us, guys, as she points up at the sky again. And indeed, the Gloomstalker has decided to shift positions away from the mammoths, and decides the mammoths are too much of an unpleasant meal. And so instead, the Gloomstalker is now sailing out of the sky at full speed towards you.
Oh shit.
You guys have a bit or two before the Gloomstalker gets close enough. Is there anything you guys would like to do before the Gloomstalker decides to make your location?
Let's see here, what kind of spells do I got?
I'll rage.
You're gonna fly into a rage? Okay.
I will throw on an armor of Agathis.
I'll just draw my sword and kind of get ready.
Alright, and Magnus, you were doing something, Rook?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and cast Force Ballista.
So you're gonna try and shoot the thing out of the sky?
I just want to be ready, and I'll go ahead and cast Sanctuary on myself. Wait, I don't think that works if I attack. Hold on.
Rook, what do you got? While he's looking at it.
I'm just drawing my sword, buckling up my shield, checking checking other people's equipment. Just kind of like veteran, we're about to get into a fight. Let's make sure we're ready.
Yes, indeed. And sure enough, your rivals are also doing the same thing, and Maggie has an opportunity here has something to share with all of you. Let me transition everybody to the battle screen. The Gloomstalker here kind of gets within swiping distance of you guys, and it starts to get closer and closer, kind of flying at high speed. Let's see, and Maggie will use a little function of hers known as Tactical Readiness. Maggie and her allies within 30 feet of her have advantage on initiative rolls, so long as Maggie isn't incapacitated. Look at everybody! Everybody, if you'd be so kind, roll initiative.
Alright.
Let's
I
get to
will
it.
not do Sanctuary.
No Sanctuary. Copy that. So, let's see here. Alright, Kitty gets the 22. Did all of you roll the advantage with your initiatives? Doesn't look like it.
No, I did not.
Well, I'll monitor
I
that.
follow instruction.
That's okay, because I need to clear the turn order anyway, because it's full up, unfortunately, because some of these are wrong. Okay, Venn had a 12.
I'll take multiple turns.
No, you won't.
Ah.
Oh,
Kitty,
that was cold.
Venn.
Wasn't even a discussion. It's just like, no, Katie, you can't take multiple turns.
It's almost
Spaced.
as if it's like a rule or something.
Yeah, it is.
Stupid.
It's weird.
He gets to make up the rules, and he just doesn't care.
And we just have to deal with it.
It's fucking crazy how that's actually true. Like, I could just be like, all right, so the Gloomstalker shits flaming pancakes out at you, and it causes fireballs 5 times. And that's, guess what? That's completely valid. I just wouldn't be in business very long, that's for sure.
But pancakes.
Pancakes. Yeah, I mean,
Literal butt pancakes.
hot, fresh butt pancake. What the fuck?
All right. We're
Okay,
circling
so-
around. We gotta stop.
yeah, for real. I just want pancakes, but not from a Gloomstalker's butt. Okay, so let's check these initiatives, make sure everything's copacetic. Magnus 24, that should be right. Kitty's a 22. Venn, you should be at an 18, right?
12.
12. Oh, because
Oh.
I got rid of the wrong Venn, that's why. Okay. Alright, AO, Venn, Galsaria, Dermot, Rook, and... this campaign has too many characters. Okay. That's fine. I'm working. Alright, Magnus, you have the initiative as the Gloomstalker is swooping towards your direction. I am going to go ahead and put him a bit off the ground here.
Okay.
Let's see here. Yeah,
Didn't
go ahead.
want to interrupt, but I did want to switch my initiative with Rook.
Oh, you want to switch your initiative with Rook. Okay. So, Rook, you're now a 24. And Magnus, you're now a 7, I think. Resorting. Okay. So, I am going to start Mr. Gloomstalker at 100 feet in the air. Let's start him there.
Cool.
100 feet. Let me get my foot marker on here. And done. Okay. So, this ugly bastard trailing shadows behind him comes blazing out of the sky at full speed. But Rook, you are, as Magnus switches initiative with you with his tactical genius, you're at the forefront. Rook, go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to channel Divinity Twilight Sanctuary.
Twilight Sanctuary. Post that for me, please.
Yes, as soon as I...
And for our listeners, let's read that off, too. Here we go. All right, well, there's something.
Give you any details.
All right, that's fine. All right, I'll do it. So, you're activating Twilight Sanctuary, and I know that that's got a few things on it.
Yep.
So, Twilight Sanctuary. Second level, you can use your channel divinity to refresh your allies with Soothing Twilight. It's the bane of my existence on the Strahd campaign. As an action, you present your holy symbol, and a sphere of twilight emanates from you. Sphere is centered on you, has a 30-foot radius, and is filled with dim light. Okay, I'm going to give you a 30-foot aura. I'll make it midnight colored. And 30 feet, and see, and edit, and save. Wow, that's big. So that dark circle is emanating from our man, Rook. Rook, describe your Twilight Sanctuary for us, please.
A Rook kind of pulls his, his chainmail that he's wearing aside from his chest, and you see just hundreds of ravens fly out, like shadow ravens fly out from his chest, and they start just kind of circling around, and they're gonna take blows for people.
Excellent. All right, Rook, back to you.
All right, so that was my action, and then I'm just gonna move up to there.
Okay.
Just gonna stand at the ready.
All right. Your turn comes to an end.
Oops.
Yep, get some temps. So 5 temps to you, Rook. Plus your cleric level, which in this case is 4.
Yeah, I got
Not
it.
great.
It's in there.
That's a bad roll.
It's
Not
bad
great.
roll.
All right, but some temps for you, and then that takes us to Kitty. Kitty, you are raging. Your turn.
Okay, so we didn't talk about my rage, which is very important.
And now?
She has turned blue, and the music is bouncy magical girl anime theme song. No, like Moonlight and Justice and stuff. And she's not going to use the powers yet, but she's going to run forward.
All right.
and then she's going to ready an action. She's going to load up one of the barbs spiked into her wrist launcher and point it at the thing and ready an action.
Okay, taking the ready action as the trident gauntlet gets click-clacked.
And bonus action, maintain the rage.
All right, sounds good. Bonus action to maintain the rage. All right. Anything else, Kitty?
Nope.
All right. A fine bit of narrative as we go to Aojabe, who... Also, I'm going to need my hypotenuse calculator. This is going to be fun. All right, so the A is 100 feet. That's all D&D is, kids, is improv and math.
Yeah. Oh, Kitty, here you go.
Oh, yes, some temps for Kitty. So 60 feet. And... All right, 116.62 for Aojabe. And Ao is gonna pull out her longbow. Don't know why I'm saying it like this, but I don't care. And she's gonna fire at the Gloomstalker twice, because it's still in range. First shot is a critical failure with a 5, misses completely. Second shot is another critical failure with a 5. That is 2 critical failures for Ao, so I am going to pop the string off of her bow. Pulling, and she's like cursed out, like, damn it! Like, just pop this thing! Just... Oh! She looks over at Maggie and says, "You strung this today, didn't you?" "Sorry, boss." And then Ao just takes a step back and, tries to fix her longbow. I'm going to force her to have to take an action to fix her longbow next turn. But Venn, seeing your rival's predicament, your turn.
Okay. So for my bonus action, I'm going to go ahead and roll on my Bardic Inspiration table to see what spirit ability she gets. A 10, which is going to be Tail of the Dragon. Target spews fire from mouth in a 30-foot cone. Each creature in that area must make a dex saving throw, taking fire damage equal to 4 rolls of your Bardic Inspiration die on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. So she has that premonition and keeps that in mind for the right moment, the right target. For my action, let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and move forward a little bit to right here beside a bush. So Venn will kind of crouch beside this bush, and I am going to ready an action to use Ray of Frost if the monster comes within 60 feet.
Okay, fair enough. Anything else, Venn?
Nope.
Okay, 6 temps for you from Rook.
Thank you.
No problem. And yeah, thank you, Rook.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm about to take credit for your thing, but
There's a raven circling overhead, kind of diving in and out.
Yeah, it's a very, very cool visual. Galsariad goes. He simply holds an action on his ranged magical spell of Drain Potential. That takes us to Dermot Overter, who will...
8 for Galsariad.
Okay. That's 8 for Galsariad. And Dermot will hold action on Searing Flame, and he will get some temps as well.
Big roll for Dermot.
Big roll for Dermot. So that's a big roll. Give me a tiny narrative for him. Since the Ravens seem to favor him a little bit.
2 of them land on each of his shoulders and are kind of just like looking both ways, kind of calling to other ravens. He seems to have more surrounding him than everyone else so far.
All right. Okay, this is interesting, but we're good. We're all good. And that takes us to Maggie. Maggie is also going to hold action on throwing some axes. Some temps for Maggie, please. 7. Okay.
Maggie.
7 Maggie. Magnus, your turn.
I think I'm going to go ahead and take a couple shots at this guy because he is within my 120 range. with
Sounds
the
good.
hypotenuse.
Yes, indeed.
Alright, I will go ahead and fire the fire shot and the Eldritch Ballista, Force Ballista. So, take a shot. It's a 21.
Okay, 21 is a hit on the Gloomstalker. Roll damage.
Hot 5.
Okay, a hot 5, dealing 5 fire damage as you clip the wings of the beast. Back to you.
Force Ballista.
Force Ballista.
10.
That is a miss. Force Ballista goes wide, shoots the shot, and it disappears into the clouds as the Gloomstalker gets closer and closer.
Dang. And I'm probably going to go ahead and shift. And that's my turn.
Okay. That takes us then to the Gloomstalker itself. The
10,000
Gloomstalker... Yes. The Gloomstalker will descend to 20 feet in the air.
Thank you.
Okay, so measuring with the hypotenuse there, this creature is currently 20 feet in the air. So if you measure your hypotenuse from your locations, we should be able to sort that out. Let's see. I think
trigger goes off.
Okay, then let's go and cover your trigger first then.
All right. Ray of Frost. Here it comes.
Here it comes. 21 is a hit on the Gloomstalker. Nice shot. Dealing 4 cold damage
4.
and slowing the creature's movement, but that's okay because I'm kind of out of movement. 4 damage, and we'll do the application of that. And then... Done. Okay, does anybody else's hypotenuse go off?
Not yet.
No, not yet. Okay. All right. I don't think any of the rivals do. I think their max is 60 feet. I'm going to check for Maggie, though, and I'm pretty sure... Yeah, Maggie's is not that either. So, okay. So, as the Gloomstalker gets down to 20 feet, and you guys start peppering it with your readied actions, it lets off a horrifying screech that will get quite a few people in its distance. Everybody at that line that I'm drawing here will need to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
So everybody in front of it, pretty much.
Yes. So let me draw that line again. So everybody from the line from that line. Yeah. So everybody in that line needs to make a Constitution save. Okay. Kitty, you succeed. Rook, you fail.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay, roll it again, Rook.
Jesus.
Rook, you still fail. Then you save. Magnus, I'm ignoring that roll.
Yeah, because it doesn't have... it's supposed to have that as a... Oh, just add 2. Yeah.
Add 2?
Yeah,
okay. Then that is still a failure, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Any rebuttals there, Magnus? I have something to roll for.
Yeah, inspiration.
Okay. I'm going to roll that inspiration.
Yep.
I also need to roll for Galsariad and Maggie.
Add 2 to that, so 15.
Okay. Galsariad fails, so 13 is what you're looking at now?
15.
15. Okay, then you succeed. Those of you that failed are paralyzed until the end of the enemy's next turn. So, Rook, you feel your limbs begin to seize up, and terror overcomes you in some sort of shrieking fashion as the shrieking of the Gloomstalker, as it's letting out this horrifying, hellish screech, paralyzes your body in place. Galsariad also biffs, and he is paralyzed. Creature is incapacitated as a result, and so Galsariad will lose concentration and his ready to action. Alright, but it gets worse. As the Gloomstalker's shriek is heard throughout this entire canyon, you guys watch to your horror as a group of undead, a group of hands, bony protrusions, begin tearing themselves from the ground. As the shriek appears to have summoned a group of undead skeletons from the wastes of Xhorhas and the wastelands of the wars that have been fought here. So allow me to summon 9 skeletons for you.
Oh shit, Rook's pissed.
And here we go. I'm going to place them at various spots around the table. Let's see here. Just going to roll a d10 here and just kind of... Oh, no, d8. Just kind of figure out where I can put these closest to. Okay, 4. So that's the party's team. And Rook. So I'm going to spawn one within 15 feet of you. And that should help me work out everything else. 15. And 15. And 15. And... Okay, so that's the 4 of you guys. And then we'll add some more over here. And 1 here. And another there. And another here. And another there. Okay, so all these skeletons join the combat at the end of the round. Which happens right now. Yes.
That would do my trigger.
The trigger is against the Gloomstalker, is it not?
Okay.
I mean, I'm not wrong, I don't think, right? But, what was your trigger again? Can you remind me?
Attack if it's within 20 feet.
It being the Gloomstalker, right?
Right, but I don't... It just logically would make sense that you would do something if something popped up. But that's okay.
Okay, fair enough. So, with the skeletons on the table, let's resort here into descending order. Let's get this party started. Armor Fag, this fails due to Temps being replaced by Twilight. Okay, let's get rid of that. And... Heboosh. Okay, Rook. So now these skeletons have sprung up, summoned by the creature's business there. And you are unfortunately paralyzed. You are unable to affect any sort of business on here with the paralyzation. You can't move, you can't speak. So Rook, you are kind of locked down at the moment. But Kitty, you are not. As your ready to action fades away, your turn.
I think my Twilight Sanctuary still goes off because it doesn't require anything by me.
Or does it stop on incapacitation? Because you're also that.
I will find out. Oh, Kitty goes.
Yes, actually, Twilight Sanctuary is shut down if you are incapacitated.
Ooh.
You are that,
Really?
so
Okay.
so that is the end of that. Twilight Sanctuary shuts down too. Something I'm going to remember for the future. Let me get rid of that aura, and apologies, Kitty. Back to you.
Okay, so Kitty's going to run up to it, and then, she can, no, I'll just hit it. We're going to, recklessly attack. Actually,
it is still 20 feet in the air.
Oh, okay, then, I'm going to, so it's 20 feet above me?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, I'm going to teleport above it with my blue, with the roll I have for my wild magic.
Okay, yeah.
And fall into a swing.
Sure.
I'm trying to stay on its back and chop.
Sounds cool to me.
So this will be reckless, raged, all the jazz. And this is a great sword.
Okay, sounds good. Come and get it. 25 is a hit on Mr. Greatsword. Roll damage. I'm doing 12 damage to the Gloomstalker. Shredding the beast open. And, oh, that's right. We're double rolling. It's the higher one, right?
Yep.
Okay, thank you. Okay, now, since you're mentioning that you want to try and ride the creature as well, why don't you give me an acrobatics roll while we're at it? Let's see how well that works out.
You got this.
All right, with a 16, that plants you on the back of the Gloomstalker.
Nice.
So, back to you, Kitty. Anything else?
Nope. Bonus action was the teleport and the attack, so I'm done.
All right. Any sort of cool narrative for what you just done?
Yeah, it's basically the teleport for Kitty is just literally moving at the speed of light in a blue flashy thing. And so it's literally like she ran above it and slashed down and landed on its back. And it looks really, really cool.
It does indeed. And so Kitty is now riding the back of this horrific beast. It's going to try and do what it can to take her off, of course, but we'll see how that goes in the next go-around. That takes us to the first of our Skellimans. This Skelliman here is going to rush our friend Magnus. Sort of pulling itself free of the earth, it approaches our Artificer and tries to plunge a short sword into his body, and fails horrifically with a critical failure.
Oh, so close.
So, the skeleton jabs towards you, and its arm just sort of just rots off right away, and the hand just sort of plops there on the ground. And then the skeleton just looks down, kind of confused, and then picks up its own arm with the short sword still attached, and he's going to use that next turn.
I appreciate your ingenuity, sir.
The next skeleton is going to go, and here's our lovely paralyzed target as the skeleton shuffles forward. 5, 10, 15, 20. Skeleton gets in range of our man Rook, who is paralyzed and unable to effect any meaningful defense. But an 11 is still not enough to get through that thick armor. So, the plunging, piercing blade does nothing to slows down the skeleton's assault. No damage. Next skeleton. This one here is going to take a decrepit-looking shortbow out of its pocket and fire downrange at Venn. How about a 12 to hit the bard?
And that's a match.
8 piercing to Venn as you are struck as hard as humanly possible by that shortbow. That is full damage on that.
Well, alright. With temps, I only take 2.
Alright. The last of the crows disperse, and a piercing blow to get past your temporaries. Which then takes us to Aojabe, who has to spend her action restringing her bow, and that's exactly what she does. The next skeleton goes. This one rushes Venn as well. 5, 10. Short sword, and attempts to stab Venn, but it also critically fails. The creature is momentarily distracted by its head kind of kicking backward off of its spinal column, and so it has to... in a trade-off of missing, it has to grab its own head and snap it back forward with a horrifying crack as the skeleton, wordlessly just sort of menaces you. The next skeleton rolls up on Maggie Keen Eyes and attacks her with a short sword. That is a 14 to hit Maggie, which is a hit, dealing 8 piercing Maggie. She gets stabbed, but the temps protect most of her. She only takes 1. Alright, so as the skeletons continue to harass your party, Venn, it is your turn.
We don't know the nature of Rook's paralysis or anything. We don't know if it can be something that he can be shaken out of or anything.
Well, I will tell you guys that the Shriek it will paralyze Rook until the end of the Gloomstalker's next turn.
Okay, gotcha. Alright, I think for now she is just going to try and get this skeleton off of her. We'll use Thunderclap, which is going to be a con save for the skeleton.
Okay, con save for the Skellyman. Here we go.
I was going to say DC 14.
That is a 20 for Mr. Skellyman.
Okay, nothing happens.
A shame. Alright.
Alright, I'm gonna move. She's gonna go the long way around this skeleton to get to here without going into range of the one next to Magnus. So she does kind of a long circle around this skeleton and is just kind of focused on it right now as her and then you see her eyes kind of scan the battlefield as she tries to calculate the best possible option for her next turn.
Very good. Okay. Anything else?
No.
Nope. Okay. That takes us to Galsariad, who is paralyzed. And then that takes us over to Dermot, whose held action evaporates. But in response to all of these undead, Dermot is going to do a thing. Dermot will rush up to the Skellyman on this creature here. or the Skellyman on Maggie. Get away from my friends! And just closed his character sheet. Didn't want to do that. So Dermot makes a Warhammer attack and a Searing Wrath attack with multi-attack. That is a 13 on the Skellyman, which does 11 bludgeoning normally, but 22 bludgeoning with creature's vulnerability. So Dermot brings his Warhammer down, crashing and shatters the skeleton to bits. And with his second attack, he focuses his Searing Smite on this skeleton over here. The one on... Hold on, Rook, I'm coming! And he misses on that attack with the Searing Wrath as he tries to blast the skeleton out of existence, but doesn't do the job. The next skeleton will roll up on Dermot himself. Skeleton rushes up, attacks Dermot with a short sword. But that's a 6 to hit Dermot, no damage. The next skeleton goes. This skeleton is seeing Kitty up there on the creature, and it's going to pull out its short bow. We'll calculate the hypotenuse real quick from my location. It's a 30 on my end, and 30. Okay, I got plenty of range, and so let's take a short bow with advantage at our friendly neighborhood barbarian. How about a 10? Miss. Short bow goes sailing past Kitty, no damage. And that takes us then to Maggie Keen Eyes, who will start clobbering people. She's going to clobber this skeleton over here with a critical hit as Maggie smashes the skeleton into oblivion. And with that, she rushes forward. Rushes up as well, and that is the end of Maggie's turn. The next skeleton goes, and so things are kind of starting to change around a little bit. This one is also going to shoot Kitty with the short bow, with advantage. A 23 to hit the barbarian this time. And that will deal 8 piercing to Kitty.
So halved.
Yes, and also I think you've still got temps from Twilight. Remember, right?
Yep.
Okay. So, a glancing shot off of the ravens surrounding Kitty as we go to Magnus. Your turn.
Okay, gonna go ahead and tase the skeleton in front of me. So I'll press a little button on my battlecaster and tase. Oh, 14.
Okay, a 14. That is a hit on the skeleton. Roll damage.
Okay. It's a shocking 5.
5 damage. Blasting the skeleton, marking it red. And its reactions are screwified. Back to you.
Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and take a step over here. I'm going to shoot the one next to Venn.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
A beep bop boop, and that's the blast of the force ballista. Roll that damage.
Okay, and it's an 8, and it gets pushed 5 feet. Yeah, no,
Okay.
Doesn't do much, but
No, hey, it's not a bad start.
forceful 8.
It does send the creature into crumbly state, because skeletons don't bleed. Back to you, Magnus.
I think we're good.
All right. Any narratives from you, Magnus?
Yeah, he just whips out the taser and just hits it right there square in the rib cage. Kind of shoves him off as he steps back, and then the little turret on his shoulder would turn without him looking and just fire at the one next to Venn.
All right. A blasting shot into the skeleton rattles some bones, but things still coming as we go to the next skeleton.
I think skeletons don't bleed should be Venn's next single.
This skeleton here is going to turn around and fire a short bow at Kitty with advantage. 21 to hit the barbarian, dealing 4 piercing to you, unmodified.
I still have temporary hit points.
Well, let's see what we can do about that, shall we? Time for the Gloomstalker, who attempts to recharge Shriek. First of all, let's get that done. And fails to do so. Okay, so no charge in here. The Gloomstalker ascends 40 feet, up to 60. Actually, I'm just going to go all the way back to the full 100. That's what I'm going to do. Go up 80. And so now the kitty is, like, on the creature's back and, like, hanging on for dear life. The Gloomstalker tries to, like, twist in the air a little bit and tries to, like, get a hold of Kitty by making a snatch attack. No jokes, please.
Come on.
You okay, Luke?
Yeah.
You gotta laugh out of him.
The tickle in my throat, you know?
Yeah, sure. That is a 20 to hit Kitty. That is going to do it, dealing 13 slashing and 5 necrotic, all unmodified. To make the situation worse, you are grappled.
You said, okay, I did the 5 necrotic. What's the...
13 slashing.
Okay, so
Just
that's
6.
down to... Okay.
And then, with the grappling, thou art also restrained. So, the Gloomstalker ascends into the air, like just grabbing a hold of Kitty and spins in flight and like snatches Kitty up in her jaws and just begins to crunch. And then finally, with a bonus action, I am going to teleport with Shadow Step. And I'm going to teleport away from Kitty, leaving her 100 feet in the air. The Gloomstalker ascends to 140 feet with the teleport.
When Kitty is 5 feet from the ground, I'll do Featherfall.
Is there a range on Featherfall you may want to check
Yes,
out?
it's 60, but she's 55.
Okay. So, Kitty, you get ejected off of the Gloomstalker at high speed, and you are now plummeting towards the earth. You will start at 140 feet in the air, and I forget exactly how far it is you fall per round, or is it just instantaneous? I forget.
Wouldn't she start at 100?
Oh, yes, you're right. Thank you. Thank you very much.
So it went up 40 more feet?
Yeah, it teleported up 40 more feet.
Oh.
So, let's see. Let me have a look at the falling. So, creature that falls takes 1d6 bludgeoning at the end of the fall for every 10 feet it fell, to a maximum of 20d6. It doesn't say how long it takes you to fall. I'm just going to say that you fall at the end of the... I'm just going to say that you hit the ground at the end of the initiative. I'm just going to make it easy on myself. Which is not now. At the end of the next round, that's when it'll do. That's when it'll happen. Okay?
Okay.
So that's very important for Magnus to hang on to his reaction. Okay?
Well, I can't cast it until... Yeah,
right.
I understand what you mean.
Yeah.
I follow what you're saying. Yep.
Yeah. So, once again, the Gloomstalker just dumps Kitty into open space and then teleports, away in this blast of shadows, and now your barbarian's just plummeting out of space. And you guys are... And since she's like a Warforged, right, you guys are hearing, like this sort of, this bomb, being dropped on the fucking ground. But that's it for the Gloomstalker as we go to Rook. And Rook, you're no longer paralyzed because that was the end of the Gloomstalker's turn. So,
Awesome.
Back to you, Rook. Let's get in there.
Booming Blade on the Skelly Man's right next to me.
Alright, little Booming Blade action. 12 is a miss on Mr. Skellyman.
Okay. And then I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon next to Venn.
Okay, and what form does your spiritual weapon take?
Sword.
One sword coming up. I don't have time to hunt down the cool swords that I have, unfortunately, so you're stuck with the lame sword for now. Syker and Rook and save, and there you go. You can move out wherever it needs to go.
Oh, right there.
Great. And it's time to slash somebody.
That guy.
Okay. Let's get them slashes. That is a hit on Mr. Skellyman. 9 force damage. That is enough to dispatch Mr. Skellyman.
Awesome. Then I'm going to move to there.
All right.
That's all I can do.
Okay, Rook. Summoning the spiritual weapon, a shadowy blade of the Raven Queen, as I recall. Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Cuts down one of the skeletons, and that takes us to Kitty, who is plummeting and hurtling through space.
So I'm at 100 feet at the start of my turn.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure when you're going to hit ground, so I'm just going to say you will at the end of this round.
Okay, that's fine. So I teleport up 30 feet.
You're going to teleport up 30 feet. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so now you are at 130 feet.
And then I'm going to shoot it with my trident barbed spike thingy.
Okay. So it's a bit of dueling teleportation here.
Oh, yeah.
Now, Reckless will not apply to this, unfortunately. Hell yeah, 25 is a hit on the Gloomstalker. Roll damage.
Okay.
Okay, 16 damage.
It was really 16 damage. But the weapon mastery of the trident is the topple effect. Which is, if you hit a creature with this weapon, you can force the creature to make a Constitution saving throw, DC 8, plus ability modifier used to make the attack, and roll on your proficiency bonus. On a failed save, the creature has the prone condition.
Copy that. Okay, so what is my DC, please?
14.
Having 19 on the roll there.
Okay, worth a shot.
Yeah, sure was. Back to you, Kitty, as you're hurtling towards the ground.
I think that will... Oh, bonus action. Do I have anything cool?
Teleport.
Oh, yeah, I teleport. I'm done.
Okay. You got a narrative for us, Alan? Because this is getting wacky.
Yeah, I just basically... obviously, I'm thrown into the air, and I just use, like, the power of my rage to get 30 feet higher, shoot it from 10 feet away, and then start plummeting.
All right. So, and the creature gets clipped by the trident, and it starts to trying to twist away from the attack. It's clipped by the trident. It's kind of spins in the air, tries to, the sort of trident now stuck in its wing. But that takes us to this next skeleton, who is going to rush our man Magnus with a short sword that it's still holding in its other hand. So it's like its hand, and then its other hand, and at the end of that is a short sword. Anyway, here you go. How about an 18, Magnus?
That is a lot of joints go. Oh my god! Yes, it hits.
You're clobbered with this arm contraption for 5 piercing.
Ah! How did you do this?
Temps will be saving you a little bit.
I'm not even mad. I'm impressed.
That's it for the Skellyman. This Skellyman is going to bash Rook in the back. How about an 8?
I'm sorry, I missed what you said.
An 8?
An 8 is a miss.
An 8 is a miss. Okay. That takes us to the next Skellyman here. The next Skellyman. Let's shoot at... Yeah, D8 roll. Let's make a target-rich environment check here.
Oh, I'm concentrating, by the way. That's a new spiritual weapon thing.
Oh, yep, thank you.
I got you.
Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6. Okay, Galsariad is getting shot with advantage. That is a short bow with advantage. Critical hit on Galsariad.
Wait, shouldn't he be unparalyzed too?
Oh, yes, he should be, actually. So, thank you for a good catch. But all the same, critical hit, I'm afraid. So, 10 piercing damage to Galsariad as he's struck. And that burns through all his temps as he takes a bit of a scratch from that shot. The ravens, move in front of the arrow to, parry it from hitting him right in the eye socket. Now that offends Aojabe, who is taking her turn next. And I have so much range on this longbow, I'm going to spend it on Mr. Gloomstalker. Because screw that guy.
Hell yeah.
So, let's see. Alright, creature is a lot of the way up. 65, 140. 65, and...
I will just say I'm so happy to have gotten the teleport.
The teleport's my favorite one.
It's really good.
Fun.
It's yeah.
But specifically for this fight, I'm 130 feet in the air.
It's incredible.
Pretty awesome.
Aojabe's going to take a step forward to account for the hypotenuse and launch her longbow twice at Mr. Man. 7s and 8s for Aojabe as she misses the mark on both shots, trying to bring the Gloomstalker down. She looks over at Venn, and she's like, I'm trying here! But Venn, your turn.
Yeah, Venn is trying too. Let's see. So she looks at Kitty, very worried. She lets out a cry, like she lets out a cry for Kitty, but she's not able to do much. So she is going to try and get this infestation calmed down a little. I'm still trying to decide which spell I want to use. Very displeased with my options just in the moment. Ray of Frost. On
All right, go
that
shoot him in the face.
skelly boy down there.
Shoot him in the face.
I will try.
Shoot him in the face. Come on, Brian. Shoot him in the face.
Shoot him in the face.
Shoot him in the
Face
face.
off.
Shoot his fucking face
24.
off. 24 is a hit with the shooting of the faces. Hot 3.
Four.
Nice, cold 3.
A cold
Cold
free.
3.
Love that. Good cold 3.
It's a junior frosty of 3. That's what that is. Only $1 at your local Wendy's. Not a sponsor, but they could be.
They could be.
Wendy's.
Wendy's, reach out.
Sacks of shit. All right.
Now, put that.
Whoa.
Keep that. Keep that. Keep that. Keep that.
Yeah, that makes them want to
Copyright.
sponsor
Whoa.
us.
You see what Wendy's does to people on Twitter? We do not fuck with Wendy's.
Yeah, you know what? Cut all that. Don't cut all that. All right. Okay, Van, back to you. Sorry.
On behalf of the game, Syker hates Wendy's. We're all
Sorry,
big fans.
I fucking love Wendy's. Like those
Wendy's is
fries. Wendy's the best.
I
Okay,
love
yeah.
Wendy's, but the one in my town.
Yeah, the
sucks,
one in
I'm
the one in
sorry.
my town kind of sucks too. Them spicy nugs are. I want to get a good spicy nugs out of them. They're like. We're getting off track. Vent. Sorry, I was gonna divert into another food chat.
Yeah, Venn retreats with the other long-range duelers, and that's gonna be all. She watches in
All right.
horror as Kitty begins to fall.
So Galsariad. Let's see here. It's gonna do a thing. 10-foot radius sphere. What can Galsariad do? I'm sure he's got something hot.
Hit
sauce.
him.
Okay. Jeez. All right. Look, I take no responsibility for my lack of movement. Okay, because I'm dealing with so many character sheets over here. I'm gonna use gravity wave. Is what I'm gonna do. Galsariad causes a rippling wave of magical gravity to fill a 10-foot radius sphere centered on a point he can see within 120 feet of himself. Each creature in that area has got to make a strength saving throw. So he focuses on these skeletons over here. Drops the dime with the gravity wave, and that is a charge spell. So let's put a recharge function on him. And Skellyman's got to make a strength check, or strength saving throw. Okay, here we go. 1 and 2. 15 for one, and natural 20 for the other. Both of them save. On a successful save, they take half as much damage, and they are not pulled. Half damage, 5d6 force damage. They take 19 force damage. Half of that is
9.
9. Okay. 9 damage to each of them, sending the first skeleton into crumbly state. And the other skeleton takes 9 damage. And he's also in crumbly state. As Galsariad lets off this gravity well of doom. That's it for Galsariad. As we go to Dermot. Dermot goes rushing up to help his buddy Rook. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. As Dermot uses his multi-attack. Hammer and Searing Wrath. A hammer! Hammer! 16 on the Skellyman, doing 16 bludgeoning, blasting that skeleton apart. And then Dermot will follow that up with his Searing Wrath at the one to the south of him. But that is a critical failure on that one, as Dermot... Luxon, come to me! And nothing happens. He's like, oh, no, peanuts.
You got this, Dermot.
That's it for Dermot as we go to the next skeleton. This skeleton, meow, goes 5, 10, 15 over to here. And target rich environment roll. Magnus, a short bow coming your direction.
Come at me, bro.
15 to hit our artificer.
Nope.
No. Your AC says 15 on my screen. What's going on?
It's a shield.
Oh,
17.
shield. Oh, did you say shield?
No, I have a shield.
No, you don't. Lies. All right, fine.
It says 15 on, it says 17 on here.
Artificers don't get
Is
shields.
it supposed to be 17?
It's supposed to be. I don't know why it's not. It's funny.
I don't know.
It says it on my sheet.
That's okay. Yeah, it's not letting me change it. That's weird. Well, it's probably a tech issue. We'll look into it, but all the same, that is a miss for Mr. Skeleton. Over to Maggie. Maggie goes zip, zop, zubidabop, and rushes this skeleton here, and she's going to maul that dude. Critical hit from Maggie as she pulverizes this thing with God knows how much damage. 26 times 2, whatever that is.
So much.
It's 40. God, it's 53.
52.
52. 52.
Oh yeah.
On a
26.
on a CR quarter skeleton.
Mhm.
Get fucked. That thing is dust.
It's just full. Yep. It's great.
Yeah, she just rushes up, swings that maul as hard as she can, and just turns that thing into bone meal, and it just blows apart and shatters into tiny little bone pieces. That thing is Dunyan rings. That's it for Maggie. Next skeleton. He takes offense at that. He's going to shoot Maggie. Just F that. 15 against Maggie. That's a hit, dealing 7 piercing to her. She is struck. Magnus, your turn.
Okay. I will then use the taser.
The quad taser.
Here. All right.
The
Got
quad blazer.
18.
That's a hit on Mr. Skellyman.
Shocking 7.
A shocking 7. Crumbly state for Mr. Skellyman. Re-upping its business.
Gotta get a little closer here.
Mm-hmm.
5, 10. There we go. Alright.
Alright.
Just gonna blast the guy I was just shooting at because I can't hit old Gloomstalker here. So, Force Ballista.
Over the
Go.
shoulder. Pachoo. Yep.
17.
Damage.
Goodbye. 9.
Goodbye.
Doosh,
Blast.
just scatters him.
Done. Anything else?
Alright.
Yeah.
A little closer, and I'm just eyeing Kitty as she's falling.
Absolutely. Speaking of falling, it's time for the Gloomstalker, who teleports down 40 feet as a bonus action. Alright, so it teleports down 40 feet as a bonus action, and I'm now at 100, and I'm going to just edge away from Kitty a little bit. So I kind of see where that's going. So I swoop around that direction, and 100 feet. Let's see. Oh, I am going to attempt to recharge Shriek. Let's try that out. Nope, that's a day. Let's see. I think I'm just going to take the dodge action. Okay. And at the end of the round, Kitty gets closer and closer to the ground. A shearing bomb when Magnus... Rook. Top of the initiative. What are you going to do about it? Do something. Go get me some Wendy's with your initiative.
Spiritual weapon, this guy.
Yeah, that guy?
About to turn him into hamburger.
Oh boy. Like square patty, though. Square patty. Like,
Yeah,
I want
the patty's natural form. Square.
Yeah, square.
As opposed to the naturally round patty.
Hold on, you're a cook. Hold on here. Why are you on board? Okay, all right. This is important.
Shut up. It's ground
This
beef.
is-
It has no natural form. That's the joke.
No. This is important.
No.
Yeah.
It comes out of the cow square.
Just like cheese.
I mean, we're gonna need confirmation, Luke. I mean,
Yeah.
that comes out of the. I'm not a butcher. You know, I just cook the food. I don't.
Yeah.
It doesn't. They don't bring a live cow to your restaurant.
What?
No.
You don't do that? I thought you guys were authentic.
I've done hog roast before, but even that they didn't bring it alive.
Never frozen.
Terrible.
This is so dumb. This is probably the dumbest bit we've done. It's not even like that deep in the campaign.
Wait. This conversation's getting a little bit gloomy. Oh wait, we got a gloomstalker here, guys. Let's handle it.
Dip.
Hey.
Oh my god.
Kitty.
Go ahead.
Kitty goes into another rage and kills Magnus.
Oh, I guess you're the fucking dungeon master now, Brian. Gonna pull him hot segues, and that's all it takes really to run a successful business is bitchin' segues. All right, Rook, still your turn. Go ahead.
Okay, did I kill that one guy?
Yeah, he's murked. He's a square patty.
Of bones.
Hell yeah. And I'm slicing this guy in half so he can be the bun. Get some booming blade.
Yeah. Cut him a bun.
Why are we so hungry?
We are hungry. We're very hungry. That's a hit. That's a booming blade. Roll that damage. 17. 9 damage, and that's the end of that Skellyman. He's buns. That's what we've established.
Yep.
Back to you, Rook.
I'm gonna move up there. That's
Okay.
all I can do.
All right. Kitty, you're on the ground level now, and still raging. The feather fall effects, and you're not smashed into powder. But it's your turn.
Still have Featherfall. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm gonna whack this skeleton with my great sword.
No. What food franchise are you gonna turn the skeleton into?
That's a big question, and I think you need to think about it.
It's a hit.
Okay. Right.
We'll solve it after you kill this guy. I'm really hungry. 13 damage. Wow. Did it again. Yeah, that is enough. You smash that skeleton into powder. He's done.
And then I teleport 30 feet towards the Gloomstalker.
You're gonna teleport what? 40 feet?
30 feet towards the Gloomstalker.
Okay. just like teleporting in place, like, come here.
Yelling at the sky. Come down here so I can kick your ass.
Pretty robot yells at Cloud. Back to you, Kitty.
So yeah, for this turn, she's hanging in space.
You okay? I can get with that. All right. That's the end of Kitty's turn, and Aojabe is gonna go. She's gonna try and shoot the Gloomstalker. Probably not gonna land it though, because the creature's dodging. So. Okay. 2 longbow shots, one after the other at disadvantage. Yeah, those are misses. So Ao is just firing off them arrows into nothingness, and she's getting just more and more frustrated as time goes on, and she's like taking these like sort of like measured steps forward, just going, I'm going to kill you! Just like shot after shot, getting more and more frustrated as time is going on. Venn, your turn.
That's Despair Ao.
The only spell I have that can reach it is Dancing Lights.
Oh, well.
So let's not do that.
Who can I?
Anyways, I'm going to dodge.
Action,
I
take.
can't do anything
Okay.
else.
All right, good. All right, Venn, you take a defensive stance. We go to Galsariad. He's going to do something, probably. Galsariad is going to attempt to recharge his thing. That's Gravity Wave. Let's see how that goes. Galsariad rolls a 3, does not recharge it. And he will go 5, 10, 15, and he will hold an action. Okay. Takes us to Dermot, who will hold an action. That will take us to Maggie, who will, you guessed it, hold an action. And that takes us to Magnus. Your turn.
Alright, gotta fire all silos now. Fighter shot.
Start the war. Start a nuclear war.
Disadvantage, I assume.
Yeah, creature's dodging.
Hiya! Oof, boy.
11 is a miss on the Gloomstalker.
Okay. Force Ballista!
Hi.
Go!
Force Ballista, go! 16 is a hit!
Woo!
Gloomstalker, roll damage. Ladies and gentlemen, as soon as we get
That's
this
a
damage,
forceful 9.
it's a hot 9. And that is a bloodied state for Mr. Gloomstalker.
Yeah.
Okay. And ladies and gentlemen, I am happy to report that we have some puppy power.
Yay!
We got some kissies.
Yay!
Puppy dog, and she's such a good dog. So puppy power is activated. That's the end of Magnus's turn. It's time for the Gloomstalker. The Gloomstalker is no longer dodging. I believe it took a round. Venn, you didn't hit it with Breeze, Ray of Frost in a while. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna attempt to
No,
recharge my
Not since
shriek.
the first round.
I do not do so. Alright. I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20 over here. And then I'm going to teleport down 40 feet. Oh, no, wait. No, I'm not. I'm going to drop another 60 feet. So that'll get me at 40 feet. And then I got to... Still 40 feet in the air. Alright, I'm going to recalculate that. I'm going to move over here. And then I'm going to do all that. Then it will teleport down 40 feet to get to ground level. And once there, I'm gonna bite Rook.
Hell
Or
yeah.
I'm gonna multi-attack him. First of all, a bite for Rook. Alright, Rook, how about a 28 to hit?
What?
Yeah, it's 28, bro.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, is that a hit?
It's close, but yeah, it
Is
is.
it?
Sure. 12 piercing and 3 necrotic to our friendly neighborhood cleric.
Alright. 5 up
So
attempts.
embarrassing.
Yep. And how about a claw right after that with multi-attack? How about a critical hit? Damn!
Ow.
Oof.
Yeah.
This is gonna hike. Alright.
I will
You will use silvery barbs.
barbs.
I don't think you're allowed.
Mhm.
I think. Don't quote me on this, but
What?
it's
Okay.
allowed.
What?
Fine.
What?
Just saying,
What?
for a friend.
Down goes spiritual weapon.
I wonder. I was sitting there thinking, like, what is he concentrating on? And it's like, oh yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's the thing now.
Okay, silvery barbs does do the reroll, and that turns into a 22 instead. No crit, but still not great. As
Shield.
you take shield. Okay.
I
Swam.
see a 23.
23. Okay. Cool. Okay, so yeah, that's it for Mr. Gloomstalker. As he tries and fails to get a hold. So let's tell you what, let's make this like a combo thing, because this kind of worked out pretty well. So the Gloomstalker like drops down out of the sky like a stone, getting as faster and faster, and finally teleports right in front of Rook. And it tries to like it bites into him right with a big savage bite. Gets past all those like ravens and stuff and all that, and then it raises up one of its claws and brings it right towards the face of Rook. And then Venn, you take the story from there.
So she shoots out her kind of wispy, ghastly chains and just kind of yanks the Gloomstalker's claws away from Rook's vital organs.
So the Gloomstalker gets caught by this chain, and then it's like seeing that, and it like snaps the claws, but that momentary hesitation allows Rook to Rook.
like billows out his cloak, and it turns into a giant raven wing and cuts in front of him to block the claws.
This claw just rakes across that. No damage. Good narrative, guys. Well done. End of the round. Yes, Venn, you have something?
Rook gets the advantage from silvery barbs.
Yeah, Rook gets the advantage from silvery burbs.
I
Silvery
fall to
burbs.
the ground.
30 feet. And that's 3d6 damage, I believe.
Nope, Featherfall. Lasts for a minute.
Yeet.
Yeet. That's right. Featherfall lasts for a minute. Yay! Still featherfalling. Okay. Cool. No damage. Rook, top the initiative. Come get it.
I'm going to just after he blocks that hit, he's gonna like shoot out from under his cloak and grab the thing by the neck and cast inflict wounds.
Inflict wounds. Okay. Let's
Which
see
is
that.
a con save now.
Con save to
Con save of
Mr.
14.
How about a 13 from Mr. Gloomstalker?
Fails.
Yeah, he does.
Taking 12
Well.
damage.
Blasting the Gloomstalker some more, as it is now getting particularly wrecked by all of your spells. Back to you, Rook.
That's all I got.
Okay. Kitty, you're on the ground, I think. And your
Yeah.
turn.
So in surprising no one, but it's still the really crazy looking. She runs, she teleports above it and attacks.
Hell yeah.
She recklessly attacks.
And a critical hit. Critical hit on Mr. Gloomstalker.
I rolled a 16 and a 26.
Yes, you did.
Okay.
God. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ow.
19 damage.
Yep, and that has been applied. Back to you.
Nice.
Because I critted.
Mhm.
Oh no, I used my bonus action to teleport above it. Damn. Okay, but I'm gonna try to write it again.
Okay. It's taller than you, so how are you getting up there?
I teleport above it.
Oh, you're teleporting. Okay. All right. Boop. There we go. Okay. So Kitty teleports above the Gloomstalker again, plopping down on it. Let's do another free acrobatics check to see how this goes. There's gonna be a lot of animal riding out of Kitty, I think. Landed it. Kitty is once again on the Gloomstalker's hide.
I rolled a 20.
Sure did. Okay, back to you, Kitty. Anything else?
Nope. I'm
Nope.
really proud of Kitty. Alan's really proud of Kitty.
Good. Is Alan proud enough to give us a bitchin' narrative for your critical hit?
Yeah, basically, so Kitty's all about, like, the programming for her rages is all about, like, kill, 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 fastest way possible. And so she runs at it with that super light speed that the teleport gives her. And then she appears above it and she slices it right down the spine. And it, like, cuts open and there's blood everywhere. And she's splashed with it against the blue lights of her thing. And then she sits down on top of the wound and, like, puts the sword against the thing's neck. And can't attack because rules, but it's very gruesome and very unpleasant looking with a bright pink bow on top.
All right. And as Kitty is repositioned on the Gloomstalker, I'm sorry, do you have more?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. Ao Jabe is going to go. And she's gonna
Light
try-
retcon here, just because I don't want any rules.
Yeah.
The spell actually does end once you land on the ground, Featherfall. So I will use another spell slot for that for you.
Got it. Right. Let's carry on. Ao Jabe, longbow, double tap. Both hits this time. And Ao Jabe lands the final blow. She takes aim at this thing and she says, "Stop hurting my friends!" and, like, just shoots this thing full of arrows, one into one eye socket, one into the other eye socket. And with that, the Gloomstalker is dead as a doornail, dumping Kitty back onto the ground, but in a very cute way. Best
I think it's a combination of cute and horrifying. Like, because she's now covered in, like, animal viscera and, like, glowing blue, and it's playing, like, little girl music, and she, like, falls and, like, lands like a Raggedy Ann doll.
Ao finishes the job on this thing, and that's it for the Gloomstalker. The massive creature and the skeletons it summoned from Wastes of Xhorhas lie broken and defeated. And what would you guys like to do next?
Venn will prestidigitation Kitty's bow and say, and she'll just say, "Your bow is still pristine as ever."
Thank you, Venn. You're a very elegant, nice lady.
And then she'll hug Kitty because she almost watched her fall to her death. So
Technically, she would have survived.
Ben doesn't know that.
I think it's a well job all the way around. No, I was just saying, like, hey, yo, that was incredible. Shot both eyes out. That was wild. You were so mad.
Yeah, it got under my skin. She takes out a dagger and cuts like a tooth free from this thing, and she says, she turns around, looks to her companions. What do you say? What do you say, guys? A little souvenir? Yeah, and the rest of the party's like, rest of her party, like Galsari had like golf claps. Maggie like throws her fists in the air, and Dermot's just shaking his head and happy that everybody's safe. And that is the end of that encounter. Okay.
Does this thing have feathers?
I don't think so. Let me see. No, it's like it's reptilian more than anything else. It's a winged predator resembling a wyvern composed of twisting shadows, glowing eyes, and dagger-like teeth. So it's a wyvern.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think Kitty would get a tooth too, to remember the time she flew.
That's true. That is it for that Gloomstalker. And you guys, a short time later, get on down the road.
And I think Venn cleaned off Kitty, and then Kitty jumped right back on it to pull out a tooth, and came back just as messy, and Venn had to do it again. If that's okay with you, Katie.
No, prestidigitation is once a day. Sorry. You got yours. No. No, Venn would clean her up.
Another day of traveling after the Gloomstalker's business. You guys are able to get another long rest in, just to sort of close out that particular day as you guys keep marching along. You guys are able to talk about the battles that you had with the Gloomstalker and the enjoyment that you had there. And as you guys move along, the next day rolls around. After you guys finish that long rest and get yourselves recuperated, the next day finds you locating another bit of interesting business along the road.
I'm gonna roll for my bardic.
I will say, every night, Magnus is using alarm around whatever campsite they got going on.
Okay, that's fair.
Parties. Just a heads up.
Yep, just keep track of your spell slots on that one, and that's fine.
As a ritual, I can do it as a ritual.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
What does that do?
I will put that up, actually.
Yes, please.
Alright, and what alarm does? You set an alarm against unwanted intrusion. Choose a door, window, or an area within range no larger than 20-foot cube. Until the spell ends, the alarm alerts you whenever a tiny, large, or larger creature touches or enters the warded area. When you cast the spell, you can designate creatures that won't set off the alarm. You also can choose whether the alarm is mental or audible. A mental alarm alerts you with a ping in your mind if you are within 1 mile of the warded area. This ping awakens you if you are sleeping. An audible alarm produces sound of a handbell for 10 seconds within 60 feet. And I'm going to do the mental ping on that one.
Okay. So Kitty can't accidentally trigger it. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah, you're good.
So, on the next day, as you guys are walking along, you see what appears to be, just off the road ahead, the corpse of an entirely different Gloomstalker. Even in death, its corpse is covered in roiling, wispy shadows, and the grass around the creature has been trampled flat. What would you guys like to do?
Investigate that, because
Yeah, I
it
wanna
seems
go
like that got trampled.
Let's see if we can figure out what killed it.
You all approach the corpse.
Come on. All right, I'm gonna use my inspiration because I'm human.
Okay. Do you want to move up on it, Magnus? Or?
Oh yes, of course I will.
Thank you.
Get right up on it for all the bad stuff that's about to happen.
Sure.
Much better.
Okay.
25 investigation.
All right, Magnus. With a 25, the creature has been riddled with broken arrow shafts, but you also determined that the creature has a serious burn along its underside, suggesting it was likely killed by archers and some sort of magic that dealt either fire or radiant damage.
I'll go ahead and relay that. Can I tell how long it's been?
Maybe a few days. Not very long. Yeah.
Can I check the like the boot marks or the trampled area? Can I determine if they're human-sized feet or something else? Like orcs or
Survival check, please. Okay. So you are looking through the the footprints that are kind of like trampled. You're determining that at least 6 people killed this Gloomstalker. Just based on the footprints alone, human-sized. Finely made boots, I dare say. With 17, Kitty, on the other hand, with your 18, you find a trail that seems to lead away from the Gloomstalker and comes to rest over here behind this tree.
I think she'll just kind of wander over there, but I think it's in a way that's very obvious she's following something. If anyone wants to ask her what she's doing.
I think, Venn would probably notice, and I don't think she'd ask her, but she would go with her.
It leads you to that square right there, next to the bush.
I'm with Kitty.
There's nothing obvious.
Let me put you over there, first of all. And secondly, beneath the shrub, in plain view, is a silver ring with a small sapphire.
Kitty picks it up and gives it to Venn as a present because she has too big of hands for rings.
Venn will take it and she'll say, "Hey, I think we got something over here."
Oh, all right.
I found a ring.
A ring? Can I see it?
Venn will pass it off to Magnus.
I'll go ahead and investigate the ring, see if there's insignias or anything like that on it.
Okay, sure. Go right ahead. Investigation, please.
20.
With a 20, you discover what appears to be a maker's mark on the inside of the ring that belongs to the Aurora Watch.
So, we're looking at the Aurora Watch here. So, it looks like the guards were doing their job and cleaning up the roads. One would assume, anyways. Why is it over here, I wonder?
I'll remind everybody that the Aurora Watch is the military arm of the Kryn dynasty.
Do I see them going away from this area at all?
Yes, you do. Apparently, one of them came over here to stop to rest under the tree, left his ring behind, and then rejoined his fellows, heading south.
Well, maybe somebody's looking for this, huh?
I don't know. I think maybe we could use it in the future. Maybe we should hang on to it.
Oh. Well, sure, I'll leave it to you, and then I'll hand you the ring back.
Venn will take it and pocket it for now.
And, as such, since I did mention it, the ring is worth 250 gold pieces if you are interested in keeping it.
Yeah, she's gonna hang on to it for now, but I don't know if she'll sell it quite yet. Not that there's vendors out here.
No, of course not. Your rival party is like, that's a pretty good find. Yeah, nice find.
Venn will just kind of smile.
Ao looks over at Rook and goes, "That thing is dead, right?"
He'll like kick it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's dead.
You just make sure. She gestures to your weapon.
He'll put his sword through its neck then.
Thank you, she says.
I mean, to be honest with you, you don't want to leave corpses around. I mean, this is how skeletons happen. So, I mean, we could burn it. So I'll just start hitting it with fire shots until it's incinerated.
Works for me. Several fire shots later, and the thing goes up in flames, and the corpse is disintegrated.
All right. I feel accomplished.
I found a ring.
It's true. Kitty did find a ring that was much more worth it than the dead thing here. It actually gave us a lead on what happened.
I should say we'd get more accomplishment out of the Gloomstalker that we fought yesterday, rather than just stabbing a dead one, says Galsariad.
Yes, well, it's good to be sure. There are Dracolishids, really. I mean, there are things out there that are undead that are straight up dragons. It is bad.
Dermot looks around like panicked and goes, "There's not really Dracoliches out here, is there?"
I don't know. I look around.
Maggie winks over at you, Magnus, and she goes, "Yeah, Dermot. Yeah, had you ever seen a Dracolich before? They're huge. Big undead dragons swoop out of the sky. Venn saw one, didn't you, Venn?" And she winks over at Venn.
Venn kind of closes her eyes and she says, "Yes, the spirit world is under the right conditions for the appearance of a lich."
Oh, maybe we should keep going. I think the Emerald Loop, the Emerald Loop caravan stop isn't too far from here. Can we go?
Oh, we're gonna be fine. Just fine, Dermot. Don't worry. We're strong, capable.
Yes, quite strong indeed.
And we have you here to save us, you know.
Well, I don't know about all that, but
You've got us. I trust you have our backs. No worries.
Yeah, there you see, Dermot. It's
At
gonna
the
be just
least.
fine. Come on,
You're gonna
Kitty.
save us all.
I'm a lot stronger than Dermot, so I think I'd protect us from the Dracolich.
Oh yes, we all play our part, but Dermot, you know, I trust him to have our back just as much as you, Kitty.
All right. I think I understand when I'm being teased. Knock it off.
Yeah, don't worry. Don't worry, we're in it together.
And you guys leave that area behind.
After we walk a while, Kitty asks Ben what a Dracolich is.
Venn will explain it the best she can. She'll explain. Actually, she'll probably go into a long story about the origin of liches, and then how one could take on a draconic form.
Kitty listens with rapt attention, but doesn't understand a word of it.
Venn is just happy that she's listening.
So, a short time later, on the road to Bazzoxan. Okay, you guys get through that little bit, have yet another long rest. I hope we're all tracking rations and such during this time.
I've been tracking them through the vault.
Okay, great.
Because Kitty doesn't eat, right?
Kitty
Kitty does
doesn't
not.
eat.
Another long rest goes by. I'll go ahead and mark that in the chat so Luke can do his bookkeeping.
We're good.
And on to the next bit.
Don't we have Goodberry up in here?
I think AO actually does have that spell.
We bought a bunch of rations too. We're good.
I
We
know.
got tons.
I know we did. I'm just saying.
She does have Goodberry, actually. Yeah, I mean, I could cast it if you want me to next time. That's fine.
Might be if we ever really in a situation, you know, that sort of thing.
Well, I know, but it's like, I don't know. The way I look at it, it's like, you know how you can only use so many spells a day, right?
Right. Spoon theory.
Right, exactly. So, but I don't really have a whole lot of spells that really are that great. Like, I mean, I've got the Goodberry, and I've got Animal Friendship.
Well, that's just fun.
Yeah.
You ever
that's
know
about-
what's going on with a toad? You know, like what's going on up there?
Did I ever tell you the time I talked to a toad?
What?
I did. And it was back when it was just me and Dermot. We were just getting started. We were heading through one of the marshes, and there was this toad, and we were hunting for a lost bit of treasure. And we asked the toad where we could find this giant box. And the toad, sure enough, was like, yeah, it's over there. And, was really actually started hopping that direction, helped us find it. And you know what we found inside that box?
Tadpoles.
We did, actually. That is exactly what we found. That's a very good guess.
I know.
And, yeah, so the toad was
Go ahead.
Toad was just nesting in the treasure chest, it was crazy.
That's impressive. Okay, now look. I didn't think the toads had the cognitive capacity to have that intricate a thought. This is fascinating, and I need to hear more stories about this. Like what a Horizon back is thinking. That's got to be wild.
Cool. Well, there was this. Well, I mean, this didn't happen to me, but there was this story about this group of adventurers I heard about somewhere that was taking on a kraken that one time. A whole lot of things involving like aboleths and stuff, and it was really weird. There's also this town that was like really, really like sewer like ridden. It was really smelly. It's kind of gross, but I don't know. I'll tell you all about it. And she does. But it's a story that happened to somebody else. So yeah.
A long time ago in a galaxy far,
Were there
far away.
gold people? I need to know.
Was it a
turns
horror
out,
story?
I mean, yeah, there was a gull guy. How'd you know that?
It's just
Fucking wild.
commune with the dead.
It's
I
amazing.
still can't believe that turtle slapped that lady's ass. It's really awkward.
All right. So, after that long rest goes by, another day dawns, and you guys continue onward.
New bardic roll, just in case.
On the road are 6 bodies off to the side of the road. And what you guys are seeing, there is a large reptilian dead body that looks a little bit something like this. This sort of large, hunchbacked kind of reptile creature with spines and boils and full of teeth. But mercifully for you guys, this Hezru is dead. And looks like it was slain by these other individuals, these bodies here lying on the ground. And those bodies belong to 6 members of the Aurora Watch. Their distinctive armor, a mixture of drow, humans, and orcs, lie dead within around the corpse of the Hezru. With that, the rivals are like, they look over at Kitty, and Maggie's like, "I think we found your guys that own that ring."
Yeah, it's most unfortunate. Let's check the state of things. I'll go over to this corpse here and investigate it, see how long it's been.
Okay. You enter that corpse there. Okay. So you start checking the corpse on the 13. The corpse has been there. The corpse has been there maybe a day, at best. The rest of you begin looking over the other corpses and the like, and that is when something.
Oh no!
Before that, I asked Ao if that's the kind of toad she talked to.
I don't think so. I guess you never seen a Hezru before, huh, Kitty?
Mm-mm.
Well, they're demons. They're not toads at all. You know what a demon is, I bet.
Venn has to deal with a lot of inner ones.
Don't we all?
Well, if you ever want to run down on what certain things are, Kitty, I'm more than happy to tell you.
There is a blowing of wind and a twisting bit of dust as something begins to materialize. Rising out of the corpses of the creatures come several smaller demons.
Ooh.
A creature made of these 3 creatures made of shadow with horrific horns and wings rise up from the corpses to snarl and accost your body, and the stench of corruption, abyssal hatred, and foul necrotic energy warps off of these shadow demons as they rise from the corpses, accompanied by these smaller creatures. Let's see here. These smaller creatures known as quasits. Little imp-like creatures, but of the abyssal variety. Small and scaly and bumps and warts and horns and no noses and bat-sized ears and green foul skin as the quasits and the shadow demons rise from the corpses to accost your party. It's time to roll initiative, which is going to suck for you guys because you are surprised. You'll be rolling initiative at disadvantage today.
I think I cannot be surprised.
Who can't be surprised?
Let me double check that alert feat.
All the same, though, let's roll that initiative.
Hot roll.
Let's see.
It looks like it is. It just be taking a
Proficiency,
second.
and, okay, so I can still get surprised. I just get proficiency. Cool. Okay.
Meanwhile,
And disadvantage.
You were really into looking at the dead body.
Super into it. It's the only one that things didn't happen with, so he does not know everything's happening right now.
all right. So let's also get our shadow demons and quasits on the table. Quasit.
Oh, I can
I
swap it with
appear to be missing a quasit, actually.
Ah!
There we go. Indeed, it's right next to it.
Late to the party.
Weird things happening to its chest. I don't know what's. Ah!
It's coming right for us.
It's so cute, says Kitty.
As it does like the chest burster thing from Alien.
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, all the other quasits were just invisible. That one was in the corpse.
Fully in there.
Just pops out like a damn pinata from hell.
He thought
All
it was
right.
a tauntaun.
Yeah, full tauntaun. Yep.
All right. As it is daytime, the shadow demon. I need to make sure that this place doesn't have anything weird. So, through the wastes of Jorhas, a stark landscape roamed by mastodons and packs of moorbounders. Okay, so no change in the lighting conditions. All right, the shadow demons have a light sensitivity. While in bright light, the demon has disadvantage on attack rolls that rely on sight. But all the same, that's not going to stop our little shadow demon friend from getting into it. The shadow demon rushes Venn, closest creature to him, and begins to attack.
No.
Sure does.
No.
How about a critical failure?
Okay.
It was a miss from Mr. Shadow Demon.
Like
Blinded by the overhead sun, the Shadow Demon tries to rend you to bits, but swings, misses, blinded by the light shining through the area. That takes us to the one of the quasits. This quasit has no such issues, but this quasit is right next to Rook, and it's going to try to claw him. Polymorph into a beast form. Okay, got it. Scare. I could do that, or I could go invisible. Guess I should have done that. But never you mind. How about an 11, Rook? That's a miss.
A miss.
The next quasit goes. This one, popping up out of there, is also going to attack Venn. A 16 to hit the bar.
Yeah, that hits.
Dealing 6 piercing. And give me a con save, please. The scratch from the quasit rapidly gets infected with poison.
Inspiration.
Ooh. Inspiration is point.
That was a 6 for the listeners.
I forget who still has puppy power, by the way.
Everybody, I think.
I have
do.
it.
I think everyone should have
Ugh.
it,
Yeah.
Okay. I'll take the 8.
Do you want to use puppy power? You have 10 minutes.
No, not for this.
All right, then that is a failure. You will also suffer the poison damage. 5 poison damage to you as well. And you become poisoned for 1 minute.
Yummy.
Yummy indeed. So, as the quasit's claw rips into you, doing some severe damage and getting your attention, That takes us to Maggie Keen Eyes, who still managed to roll fairly high. And she will use her reach to clobber the closet next to Magnus. So she hauls the maul over her head and says, "Magnus, duck!" And swings the maul in the closet's direction. And that is a 24 to hit the closet. She clobbers the thing, dealing some 16 bludgeoning damage, or she would have if the creature was not resistant. However, that turns into an 8, and the closet can't possibly save that much damage. The closet is splatterized.
I like to think Maggie batted that right into the tree and it just splattered.
Pretty much. And then after that, she rushes up to the next closet, challenging Rook. That takes us to Aojabe, who also managed to roll fairly well. And she will produce her longbow against the closets attacking Venn. "I got you, buddy!" And she fires her longbow at that creature twice. Looking a 12 and a 21. The first hit is a miss on the closet. The second one is a hit, dealing normally 11 piercing, but in this case 5. The closet is bloodied by that attack. So as Ao lines up a few shots, she takes a step or two back as we go to the next Shadow Demon. The Shadow Demon rushes Rook and attacks with claws at disadvantage. That is a critical failure against Rook. Swing and a miss. And Rook, your turn.
Okay, I'm going to, as my action, I'm going to Twilight Sanctuary again.
All right. 130-foot sized aura coming right up.
Awesome. I'm going to move there. Split the difference. Then I'm going to bonus action Spiritual Weapon.
Okay. Another sword coming out.
Yep.
Zoop. And a sword appears. It's controlled by Syker and Rook. And save settings. Where's it going?
Right there.
Right down there.
And it's going to attack the closet next to them.
Okay. Slash in the closet next to Venn.
If it'll cast.
Are you at disadvantage for some reason?
No, I don't know why I did that.
Well, all the same, an 11 is a miss on the closet.
I'm going to add my puppy power to that roll.
Puppy power is activated. Let's see that puppy power. Hot sauce. Willow racks up another hit.
Hell yeah.
Let's get that damage.
That delicious, forceful damage.
Saving lives out here.
And with 7 damage, the closet is dispatched. Nicely done.
That's it for me. I'm going to give myself some temps.
All right.
7 temps for me.
All right. That takes us then to Dermot Werder. Dermot is going to rush somebody, I think. Let me see what we got here. Yeah, Dermot is going to use his multi-attack against the Shadow Demon on Venn. And attacks the creature with a 23 to hit, dealing 11 radiant, but in this case, it does more damage than that. Shadow Demon is vulnerable to radiant. 22 damage to the Shadow Demon, as Dermot blasts the Shadow Demon, and then rushes forward to protect Venn. "Stay away, creature!" He swings the Warhammer. 14 is a hit on the Shadow Demon, dealing a mere 3 bludgeoning because of resistances. And that's it for Dermot Werder. Galsariad will now go. Galsariad will drain potential from the closet. Pointing his fingers, he will open fire with drain potential. But he will critically fail, as Dermot receives 5 temps. But Galsariad fires downrange and misses the closet. No damage. The next Shadow Demon goes. And this one shall rush Rook as well. Galsariad receives 8 temps. The Shadow Demon rushes Rook with a disadvantage with light sensitivity. I have a question. Does Twilight Sanctuary cause dim light in the area?
It does.
Thank you. I'm no longer in bright light. Because of that, the Shadow Demon will now be rolling straight rolls.
Would it darken the light, though? It's just adding more light.
Host me
Right?
Twilight Sanctuary. I mean, we have to see Twilight Sanctuary.
Yeah.
The sphere is centered on you, has a 30-foot radius, and is filled with dim light. It's actually a really good question if it overrides light or not. I'm going to say it doesn't.
I would say
Yeah.
it wouldn't make it darker, right? That wouldn't make...
Yeah, that wouldn't make any sense. Yeah, it's not darkness, it's light. So, yeah, never mind. I'm a dumb.
Nah.
Yeah, kind of dumb. It's okay.
I
Where
mean,
was
I
I?
could kind of understand it being Twilight
Yeah, I
Sanctuary.
can understand it both ways.
But I get where you're coming from. Yeah.
It's not. But it's not a darkness spell. That is. Ouch. That is a 14 to hit. Rook. It's a miss.
That is a miss.
Kitty, your turn.
Kitty is very concerned about Venn, but she can't get that far. So she goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a 6. And she's going to bonus action. Guess what? Right. Oh, it goes battle mode. For some reason, I don't have all of these memorized. I don't know why.
alright.
Oh, it's the blue again.
Hey.
So you hear an anime theme song about the power of friendship and how friendship is magic and girl power is amazing. And then she's going to swing at the closet. No, I think I'm going to swing at the Shadow Demon recklessly. I think someone else can handle the closet.
10? Is he?
I'm going to use puppy power.
Puppy power is expended.
Still
That
doesn't hit.
is a 13 on the closet is a hit.
I said Shadow Demon.
On the Shadow Demon is a hit.
Cool.
Lovely.
They're both hits.
Nice.
Not a lot armor class on these things. So, 15, but of course resistances come into play, unless I'm mistaken. So let's cut that 15 down to a tidy 7. Back to you, Kitty.
But the power of girls and magic should be enough to overcome the resistance.
Yeah, but there is a small issue with that, is the Dungeon Master doesn't like anime.
It's unfortunate. Probably cut that.
Okay, come for him, anime fan.
Yeah,
Destroy him.
yeah, that's right. Believe
Destroy
me, listen. My self-esteem died long ago. I don't care. Drag me, fuckers.
Shout it out in the comments.
Drag me, anime weebs. Drag me, Wendy's. Drag me. I don't know. Just fans of my players who just don't like me. Just do that. Just
I
drag
think it
away.
was also like I did say like the power of women, and you were just like no, hard no.
Oh, okay. All right,
Katie,
cool.
Katie, how
Feminists.
does that
Wow.
make you
Yeah.
feel?
No. Yeah.
Yep,
No.
yep. Feminists, get in there.
Oof.
Woof. Step on me, please.
Wow.
You want to go after this?
That
the
sounds more
Swifties?
kinky than like.
Don't know if that's the direction we're trying to take.
No, hold on. You, no, okay, all right. So who's the pervert now? Who's the pervert now?
I never said I wasn't a pervert. I just said you were anti-women.
Oh, is that what I am? Then why do I want them to step on me,
I'm
Alan? That's empowering.
I'm
That's
asking.
Oh no. So,
We're caught in a room.
What did we learn today, folks?
well, that seems kind of dark. But hey, we got a shadow demon here.
Thanks, Brian. Brian, get us back on
Kitty.
track
Hey!
Kitty changes her target.
to the dungeon master.
To Magnus.
Yeah. Kitty, still your turn.
I think I'm good. It looked basically she in a flash of blue light just runs up on this bitch and slashes him with a terrible roll that was somehow saved by the power of puppies.
That's true.
Puppy love.
And then she did do 15 damage because she's a monster. But she's your favorite monster, except for unless you don't like women.
Right.
Like and subscribe. Magnus,
Oh, yeah,
your
that.
turn.
Magnus,
Magnus likes anime.
he likes a lot of things. He's going to go ahead and he's going to go ahead and do a catapult. he's going to grab a rock off to the side and toss it up in the air and snatch it with the battlecaster, with the little tines coming in and sucking it in, and just shoot it right there at the closet. So
Sure.
much. I hope it hits.
Let's see what happens with that closet.
Let's see. It's a dex save of 14.
All right, here we go. Dex save. Yeah. Okay. That, my friend, is 19 for my
Sadness.
throw.
It does nothing, I don't think. Let me go ahead and rock that out right there.
Pretty sure it's a swing and a miss on that one.
Pretty much just a rock, and he just, just kind of steps out of the way slightly, and just craters next to him. And I was like, you little shit. And then he's going to do the Force Ballista and have a Syker little robot come out of his backpack and climb up in his shoulder.
The closet jumps over the rock, lands on the ground, and he turns back and looks at you, pulls up his tail, and shows you his little closet butthole.
Yeah, 3-point landing and everything. And I'm gonna go ahead and use puppy power on.
It's like when you're
9 I rolled.
it's like when your cat shows you its butthole, right?
But that's like 24/7. Cats can't not show your butthole.
9 is a miss on Mr.
Right.
Closet.
Puppy power.
Puppy power
Go.
is expended. Go. How about a?
13.
That's a hit on Mr. Closet.
That's a sexy foe.
As a foe, sexy foe with the puppy power. Give me that
That's a
damage.
6. It's a
6 damage. That sends the Closet into bloodied state as you blast him. Good shot.
Doesn't really move based off of the direction I am, so he's good.
That's what happens when you believe in the power of anime, kids.
Or Warhammer. It's fine. All right, done here.
Then you get the final turn of the night. You're getting pummeled by a shadow demon, and you're poisoned. The sadness. Yeah.
Because
Nuh-uh.
Syker hates women.
That's it.
No.
That's it.
Wow.
That's it. Drag me. Drag me.
Um,
Step on me. Hurt me. Kick me.
Let the lady speak.
Yeah.
Jeez.
We're gonna get in trouble. We're gonna get in.
Oh boy.
Go ahead, Katie. I'm sorry.
I'm
Sure.
going to cast
Sure.
a spell,
Oh,
please,
God.
if I
Okay.
can,
Fuck
Mr.
you,
Dungeon
people.
Master, please.
Okay.
She
This
even
is
went on the
horseshit.
master part too.
How
Woof.
dare you? Luke is over there. Luke is over there
Please.
sick, and you guys are just
Please,
dragging
sir,
this
can I
out.
have
What
a
is
spell?
wrong with you people, you monsters? Take your turn. Yes, you may cast a spell. It's fine, I guess.
Okay. Good. I'm gonna
All right,
cast Bane
let's
on
get
the
that
3
Bane.
shadow demons.
They all succeed because you're a woman, apparently.
Okay.
Please don't
Do you
come
guys
for
have
me.
genders or?
Please don't go.
Please don't come after me. I'm actually a very sad man. Please don't do that.
There's too many Me Too's up in here. You gotta calm down.
No.
I should put a disclaimer at the front end. Like I
Yeah.
said in this podcast, it's all jokes.
It's all jokes.
We're idiots. We're doing this to be funny.
Well, you
We don't mean
But you're going to drag
anything.
us anyway. Let's be real.
Internet.
Let's
Welcome to the internet.
Welcome to the internet where everybody hates everybody forever. Okay, Vane. I know. I've heard that song
That's-
once.
Not the tune of that
Hey.
Song, though. It's a banger.
Go.
All right.
3
Charisma
shadow
saving throws, go.
demons. One rolls an 18. The next one rolls a 18. The last one rolls a 20. No Bane.
Sexism.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
Demons hate women.
Yeah. It's a proven fact.
That sounds like an Alex
I
Jones
once
bit.
again
You know, I'm gonna start
do
telling you about
nothing.
like demons that just hate women. Can't steal.
Boy.
Actually, I'm gonna run away.
Shadow Demon's gonna do a reaction, I think. Claws at disadvantage. 13 to hit the
Uh-huh.
bard. 10 psychic.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it's actually bad.
Yikes.
Ooh.
Well, you did it.
No, I
Well, you
don't
did
want to
it.
do
I
that.
don't
How
hate
about
women.
no?
I don't hate women. I hate players. That's different. Running.
And continue running. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay.
And so,
that's
as
all.
Venn escapes the Shadow Demon, or tries to anyway, the Shadow Demon reaches out with a claw and rends Venn open. A spray of blood flies up from the bard as she tries to escape, poisoned, limping, and severely damaged. Venn, at the end of your turn, you get to make a con saving throw against poison, please.
You got this.
Okay, let's see that con save. Probably not.
Plus puppy power,
Got
because I don't think I'm
this.
going to get to use it on anything else. There it is.
And that will do it. You are no longer poisoned.
12 total.
Okay, Ben, you get the final description of the night.
Hooray!
Go ahead and describe your turn, and we'll call it a day.
All right. So she gets into a kind of a central position and tries to bane the shadow demons with her own shadowy leashes, but none of them take hold. And so she backs away, taking psychic damage from the demon behind her. But as she steps out of the twilight zone of Rook, she spits some black sludge on the ground, working the poison out of her system, and stands next to Galsariad for
and with
to
the Shadow
continue the
Demons,
fight.
with Ven's escape and the Shadow Demons reprisal, that is the end of the combat for today, and we'll pick this up in episode 5? 6?
That's right. 5.
5.
Episode 5 of Call of the Netherdeep.
5.
Let's get you guys back on the main page and call it a night. As soon as I can find it. There it is. Okay. All right. We'll pick this back up with the Shadow Demon on the next go-around, but that is going to do it for today's episode of Call of the Netherdeep. How are we guys doing?
We doing good.
Alive. I'm still
Looks
alive.
sick.
That's good. That's very important that you are.
I have to go to work
right.
tomorrow. I'm so excited.
Yeah, it'll happen.
Oh.
I hope you feel better, pal. Really.
Yeah, we're gonna take some NyQuil here in about 5 minutes, and see the Hat Man tonight.
Ooh.
Jesus. Well, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah.
I owe money, so
Tell him I said hey.
Conversation. Oh, God.
Yeesh.
He's a real dick about that, too.
he really is.
Thank you guys for listening to Call of the Netherdeep. We'll pick. God, this is a shit show today. I blame you.
Yeah, but it's our shit show.
Yeah. Thanks for.
Sorry that you guys.
Yeah.
Sorry that you guys sat through
Bye.
2.5 hours
Bye.
of this.
Bye.
Bye.